Hi, this is Doris. I've got a few things to say. I love old pictures of me. There's another one. That was probably 2001. It's a while ago. But I still love old pictures. I see people on tape, and they're making these tapes with live action. I'm not ready for that stage yet, because I'm still, I like being alone. It's part of who I am. I'm a manifester. It's part of who I am. I'm not good with people. I find myself plowing people over all the time, not meaning to. I got a few things to say about that. If you are, when a manifester talks and you feel plowed over, don't, number one, you shouldn't feel plowed over. I'm a very tribal manifester. And when I say something, because I'm a tribal manifester, I assume that you're with me. If I'm in a car, and let's say my car is going 70 miles an hour, everybody in my car is going 70 miles an hour. Now they say I'm supposed to tell you what I'm supposed to do, what's your next move, for you can brace yourself. No, if you're with a manifester and you feel like they plowed you over because our auras are strong, I get that. I understand that. But in my vision, as long as you hear my voice through, you're with me in life or you're with me on a tape, as long as you hear me and you can connect and hear my voice, I'm not plowing you over. I'm taking you with me. Because I don't care if you're a passenger in my car or you're just a little fly on the back window. You are still going 70 miles an hour, the speed that I'm going. Trust me. Give me a little trust and don't feel that I'm plowing you over. These people who say, oh my God, the manifester just went through and I feel plowed over. Don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. A lot of times we don't want you to feel that way. We didn't intend you to feel that way. We were assuming you were in the car with us. So if you were in the car with us, you would be going the same speed as us. You just didn't have control of the wheel. And for a moment, you have to give us the wheel. Give the manifestor the wheel and don't feel like you are being plowed over. If you give us the wheel, just for a second, you would realize that the meaning of what we do is not to plow anyone over, because we assumed that you were with us because of my gates. And the reason I designed this website, and I am showing you that gates are important in your cross. I have the left angle cross of education. It's important to inform. That's my strategy. I need to be asked. And I listened to a tape today from by doing a human design search, Sage Secrets. Excellent. I love that tape. Listen to his tapes, and he said that he felt plowed over. No, don't feel plowed over. Feel like you're a passenger with us, and we are taking you with us. I am a manifester who wants to make changes, and I do not wish to make you feel, or anyone feel, plowed over. If, in fact, you did feel plowed over for even a moment, then you didn't think you were in the vehicle with us, that you didn't belong or deserved. You did belong there, because if you wouldn't have heard what I said, you wouldn't have been here. So if your destiny brought you here, maybe you don't think you belong here. Destiny brought you to me. So trust in the fate and believe that you belong. And another comment I wanted to make that I heard about was, manifestors are going to phase out. No, they're not. Manifestors are not in the universe based on the Planto Pluto that's going in and out of our solar system. That's not how manifestors work. Every planet rotates a certain way. Every planet's been rotating a certain way, and you could probably go back and in future and in present, it's planet rotation that makes what people are, manifestors or projectors or generators. It's the position of the planets at the time of the birth. And as long as the position of the planets at the time of the birth are going to continue in a certain pattern, they're always going to be manifestors. So this idea of, well, they're going to phase out. No, my manifestor did not come. In fact, the only thing that came from the area of the Pluto was one of my third eye 64 gates, which is the 64 is the gate of knowing a lot. But the idea that people say, well, they're going to phase out. No, as long as the rotation of the Earth stays in the same rotation and the planets still rotate around us, those formulas will never phase or change. They're locked. They've been locked in. Um, so when I hear somebody say, well, the manifestors are going to phase out, no. No, unless Jupiter and a lot of the planets just blow off the Earth. And if that happens, not only manifestors will phase out, but everything will phase out. You know what I mean? So the idea of manifestors someday will be leaving was not, maybe, I'm not saying the guy who said it, um, he might not have had a gateway open to that idea. I have an engineering background, and I could actually tell you, as long as the planets will rotate the way they are, and as long as we stay on the axis that we are, we'll always have manifestors. It's based on the birth location of the planets at birth, and as long as, and every sign is. So I don't know where that came from. That doesn't make any logical sense to me. And it doesn't make any logical sense to me that when a manifestor talks and you feel, when you're with a manifestor, you feel plowed over. Give me the will sometime. I'm not here to plow you over. I never meant to plow nobody over, and I do know people around me who feel that feeling. And my feeling to them is, if you're in the car with me and I'm going 70 miles an hour and I'm turning sharp left, guess what? You're turning sharp left too. I just didn't tell you. But I would never hurt myself, nor you. So, you don't need to feel plowed over as much. I'm not saying that that's going to make you not feel plowed over, but understand that if a manifestor has gateways that are tribal and are very caring and loving, and I have many gateways like that, and I'm not speaking about every manifestor, I'm talking about this manifestor, me, Doris. I never intended nobody to feel plowed over. I assumed that you were with me. If that helps. Manifesting dolls. Gateway dolls. All this I'm making. I'm making it because it brings people together closer. And I believe that that these dolls, it's a different way of looking at it. I'm kind of like baby stepping it, because I don't want to plow anybody over. And as you can tell by listening to my tapes, I'm very gentle. But I'm doing it for a reason, is that people need to be asked, and like probably many of these things of Earth changing and things, people need to be asked to receive. And notice that if you start thinking, oh, you're a manifestor and you're going to plow me over, don't. I'm not plowing you over. I'm taking you with me. And I need to be asked. And I can't deal with thinking I hurt somebody. A manifestor always has to deal with, well, you plowed somebody over with that attitude. I am who I am. Let me be who I am. And don't feel plowed over. Don't feel left out. Feel that if you hear these words, for some reason you are in the vehicle with me. And that you can't feel plowed over if you hear me. You belong here. Thank you.